Sego, Kristi Talbot ni iyungyats. My name is Kristi Talbot. We are dreamers. One of the biggest things to consider, I would say, is phonetics. When I teach it, I always remind my students when we're learning this, we need to leave our English brains at the door because there are rules that are quite different, and it has to do with the very way that the language is written and the way that our words are put together. Just considering those differences is a major part of learning it. I'm such a fan of teaching and sharing the language for the very reason that I want everybody to know it, everybody to learn it, and that is the way that it's going to survive. Right now, most of, if not all of our Indigenous languages are endangered. The more people that learn it, the more we're going to keep it alive. Not just be alive, it's going to thrive. It's advocacy by being an ally and helping us keep that language alive. I won't fade. It's our pride, it's our heart. In particular, our Indigenous students, I think it's really important because most of our Indigenous population, they're not a first language speaker. And that comes with a result of residential schooling that's happened in our country. Our communities don't have their language anymore. And so it's important to get those words into the language of our children and their families because that gives them that sense of pride. It gives them that reconnection to culture. It is proven singing and music is one of the most effective ways to learn a language. It connects parts of our minds and our brains that is universal to everybody. So it's important that we're learning the language and using singing as a tool to do it because it's connecting through that universal language. The good road. So as a part of the Truth and Reconciliation Act calls to 94 calls to action, we know that our education system has been allotted a certain amount of funding to bring in first language speakers, bring in knowledge keepers. Just utilizing those resources to bring in as many Indigenous representation as you can because that's the best place to learn it from. And you're always going to have that better connection. Your students are going to be able to relate with somebody who's right in front of them and sharing their story and sharing their important knowledge. It's always going to be more valuable.
So we wrote this song. It's called Yohahí, The Good Road. We wrote this song with youth here in Fort Erie. And this song celebrates your sense of self and imagining holding on to a dream for a better world. It's such a powerful song that these kids wrote, which we then converted some of their words into Mohawk. And this song has a lot of emotion and strength and power in it. I couldn't have wrote it better myself. I wanted to make sure that these youth were included in this process so that when kids hear this song, the purpose is for them to connect with it. It has to be in their words, in their vision. Music is such a powerful tool to reach people, humans. I know when I struggled, I was younger and I struggled with my identity and my own road. And it was music that helped me through that time period. So I wanted the words to come from youth. That was important to me in creating this song. And they got to speak and they got to create. And now the rest of Canadian youth get to sing it and celebrate it and make it their own. And that's what's really special about this song.